The demonstrations were part of a series of protests led by Kenyan youth who initially flooded the streets of the East African nation to speak out against tax hikes that were championed by government but rejected by President William Ruto on Wednesday. Ivy Wangui is one of the protesters who took to the streets of Kenya's capital to speak against the tax hikes and bad governance. She says Kenyan youth feel betrayed by Ruto.
Honestly, the lies that he fed us, unfortunately, I'm going to call them the lies that he fed us when he was campaigning to be president. It's now coming to light, especially now when we are going to the streets. He told us about a hustler fund. He promised jobs. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing that happening.
Ruto addressed Kenyan youth on the evening after Tuesday's deadly protests.
People of Kenya, who I must thank for helping our country organize our democratic discourse around issues. I thank you and assure you.
The Kenyan president gave another address on Wednesday where he said he would not be signing the bill and called on demonstrators to peacefully engage his government.
And I am therefore proposing that because we have gotten rid of the Finance Bill 2024, it is necessary for us to have a conversation as a nation going forward.
Despite Ruto's address, youth like Wangui and others who protested on Thursday say they do not trust the president.
First and foremost, everyone in Kenya is basically saying that speech is just to gaslight us. That speech is just to manage us right now. What it means for us is, at least first and foremost, number one, for him to have withdrawn it and not rejected the finance bill, it means that he had us. We did not go to the streets for nothing. People did not lose their lives for nothing. We're just going to continue fighting for what's right.
Influential figures and opposition leaders across Africa, including South Africa's Julius Malema, took to social media to express solidarity with their Kenyan counterparts. They applaud young people from the East African nation for their usage of social media to organize protests, which is centered on pushing authorities to prioritize policies which are friendly towards the youth, the poor, and the unemployed. Mike Hove, VOA News, Washington.